G'day everyone and welcome to Nelia Gaari Station!
Hold on to your hats, my fellow adventurers. If you're looking for a quiet and beautiful spot on the Darling River to park your caravan, camper van or four-wheel drive, then this is it. Relax and experience the quiet and restful solitude of the Darling River at Nelia Gaari Station. But first, Jacqui and I would need to get here. So we left our beautiful spot by the Billabong here at Trilby Station, with today's final destination being Wilcannia. But first, we had a lunch date in Tilpa. Alright, we've just left Trilby Station and we're heading to Tilpa. Hopefully we get there for lunch. We're not sure if we're going the right way. I think we are, but Jacqui thinks we are not. Well, I guess we had a 50-50 chance we were heading in the right direction. And hopefully, if everything went well, we'd be sitting down in the Tilpa Hotel for lunch with our mates, Ian and Kay. It's always exciting to head somewhere new, even if we're not sure we're going to get there. And we were keen to check out Wilcannia. Plus, we were in desperate need of food, our fridge was looking pretty bare, and our water tanks were running dry, which is one of the reasons we were planning to camp at the Victory Caravan Park in Wilcannia. Is it slippery, love?
Yes, it's very slippery.
Well, don't let the caravan overtake the ram. And before we knew it, we'd arrived at Tilpa, our destination for a lunch date. Tilpa is a town in the far west region of New South Wales, and it's located smack bang on the Darling River. It's only a small town, but it has a big heart. This historic town is a great stop when travelling the legendary Darling River Run. And when the four of us arrived at the Tilpa Hotel, there was nobody here, but come lunch, the place was packed. This rustic country town was once a bustling trade port for paddle steamers. Today it's known for its charming outback pub and welcoming community. And after a hearty lunch, we bid farewell to Ian and Kay for the second or third time now. They were planning to camp the night here in Tilpa. As for Jacqui and I, well, we made a beeline for Wilcannia. 130 k's of red dusty roads which would shake the shit out of us and our caravan. Long day today on the road. It's been dirt all the way. Seems like I've been driving for an eternity.
And it's only been an hour.
Well, it was another epic day travelling through some beautiful country. And just before we hit Wilcannia, Ian and Kay caught up to us. They decided not to camp at Tilpa, but would join us for the night at the Victory Caravan Park in town. As for Jacqui and I, well, we had dramas. Our gas stove wasn't working, and one of our toolboxes was falling apart. We've just arrived here from Wilcannia after doing 200 kilometres of dirt road, and we have got no gas. We've got no gas, so we've been trying to sort that out for the past half an hour. I pulled the bottle apart, traced it back. The Ziggy's working, so we've looked at everything, and I pulled all this hosing apart. But then I'd already checked this button, but after checking it one more time, it wasn't all the way up, and that's like a safety for the lid. And once we work that out, we've got gas! And this is the other problem we've had after the dirt road. This whole tray belongs up here. And all these self-tappers have sheared off. That's still on there. I've pulled the drawer out, pulled the drawer apart, the slider, so that we can sit it on here, but I'm going to have to put something stronger in that. The trials and tribulations of driving on a dirt road. Now, by the time we'd sorted out all of our problems and finally headed to the supermarket, it was closed. Note to oneself, The shops in Wilcannia close at 6 p.m. So then Jacqui and I quickly proceeded over to Wilcannia's golf club and we sat down to a succulent Chinese meal. And let me tell you, it was value for money and it was bloody beautiful. As for the Victory Park Caravan Park, well, it's just out of town, smack bang on the Darling River right by the weir. And the bird life is absolutely phenomenal. This particular caravan park is run by the council, and it's the only caravan park with drinking water. Jacqui and I would stay here for 3 nights to catch up on all our washing and cleaning. It cost us $20 a night for power and water, and the Victory Park's washing machine is free. Now that's value for money. So after a hectic first day arriving in Wilcannia, we spent the next morning having breakfast with our mates Ian and Kay before bidding them farewell for the 4th time. Ready? Action. Good old Wilcannia. It's in the middle of nowhere and the centre to everywhere. By the mid-1880s, Wilcannia was a booming port with 13 hotels and a population of 3,000. It even had a local newspaper, the Wilcannia Times. Once the 3rd largest port in New South Wales after Sydney and Newcastle. The original bridge was opened in 1896. Well, I must say, Jacqui and I had a great time in Wilcannia. It's a quaint little town with the most beautiful buildings. The locals are friendly, and the local store had everything we needed, so we were all stocked up and ready to hit the road. Well, not before we stopped off at the Wilcannia Cafe to sit down to another fantastic big breakfast. Then we were off. This morning we would have a 90-kilometre drive before we hit Nelia Gaari Station. Well, we've left Wilcannia and we are now heading to a farm stay, and we haven't heard back from them, so hopefully they have accommodation for us. Wilcannia was a fantastic stay, and the Victory Park there, the Victory Caravan Park, well, that's just brilliant. $20 a night, free washing machine, doesn't get any better than that. Well done, Wilcannia. And before we knew it, we had arrived at our destination, a beautiful sheep farm sitting on the Darling River that Jacqui and I were going to have a lot of fun on. And it was here that we would catch up with our friends Ian and Kay. It was almost like we were stalking each other. Up the 5-kilometre driveway we went, checked in, said hello to Coco.
Hello, Coco. Kiss, kiss. Oh. Gorgeous girl.
And settled in by the Darling River at Nelia Gaari Station. After 2 glorious days here at Nelia Gaari Station, we decided to leave our camp spot when we finished breakfast. Well, we're not getting enough sun, so we're on the move. So without packing up too much gear, we moved into the next spot.
Watch out for the chair.
This nice sunny camp spot, which had only just become available, would do nicely as our new home. And when our mates Ian and Kay, who were leaving today, stopped in to say goodbye, well, they didn't even notice we'd moved, even though we had happy hour at the other camp spot the night before. This would definitely be our last farewell, as they were making a beeline for Victoria. As for Jacqui and I, we would easily settle in to the Nelia Gaari way of life. The camping here is absolute river frontage, natural and secluded. They have a gas barbecue, hot showers and fantastic toilet facilities. However, they do have doors on their toilets. The bird life on the river is amazing, and apparently it has yabbies if you're wily enough to catch them. Plus the river's a great way to cool off from the heat. And you're welcome to explore the sheep station in all its glory. Poor Yorick, I knew him well. And just a heads up, if you're going to be exploring these outback properties on push bike, don't go off the track. Out here, the whole place is full of spiky catheads, also known as double G's and prickly jacks. But whatever you want to call them, they're bastards of things. Well, we didn't get bloody far, and now I've got a flat tyre. Well, the bike riding failed, so now we're driving. The better option if you don't want a flat tyre. However, you will use more fuel. Greg and Lily, the owners of Nelia Gaari Station, a sheep grazing property which has been in the Martin family for over 35 years, decided it was time to start sharing their beautiful stretch of the Darling River with all of us adventurers travelling this great country of ours. Hello.
Welcome. Come in.
Nice! That's all you need. While staying here, just grab one of their mud maps and get lost in the beauty of Nelia Gaari Station. Plus, you're always welcome to head over to the stockyards to see what's involved in looking after the sheep and running a sheep grazing property. Nelia Gaari Station is also perfectly situated for day trips to Broken Hill, Silverton, Menindee, Kinchega National Park, Wilcannia and White Cliffs. Although a day trip for most people is a 3-day trip for Jackie and I. What a night to be cooking. What a day to be alive. Roast spuds. Cooking some nice whiting and garlic and butter. It doesn't get any better than that! Oh, and I think I forgot to mention that Nelia Gaari have a 9-hole golf course. So tomorrow, Jackie and I would be teeing off against each other in the PGA Tournament of the Year. First time ever hitting a golf ball in my life.
Don't do it so hard, just relax. Oh my goodness.
Third time lucky.
You're doing it too hard, just relax.
Yeah, you can see why I don't play.
Round 4. Oh, right.
Oh, and she sliced it away into the bush. Competing in the Nelia Gaari golf tournament amongst all the sheep and goat and emu droppings is what you call extreme golfing. She's just hit it. Let me show you. Straight into this tree. Yeah. Oh, I've come back from 4 shots down to be 3 shots up at the 8th hole. Oh, what a nail biter! What a nail biter! Let's see if I've learned anything from the legend golf player, Dick Bacon. I'll have to edit those out. 6 shots up. 9-hole golf course. 6 shots up. Yeah. I don't normally strut my stuff, but when I do it like a peacock. Oh, Jackie's got the baked lamb on. baked dinner tonight. Whatever takes your fancy, whether it's playing golf, bushwalking, bike riding, bird watching, or just plain relaxing, Nelia Gaari Station is the place for you. So I guess there's nothing left to do but give this week's adventure a score. Red, orange, dusty stretches of road, washed out green. Who wouldn't love outback New South Wales? Even the niggly caravan problems that we had at Wilcannia couldn't put a damper on my spirits, and as for Nelia Gaari Station, well, it felt like home. It's a big 5 from me.
And I'm giving it a bigger 5.
I think we call that a 5.5, don't we, Brother Shano? Anyway, that's all we have for you this week. Hit the like and subscribe button whether you like the video or not. I'm Artist Wayne.
And I'm Jacqui, and we'll see you next time. Happy travels, everyone.
See ya.